Ikebukuro Station in the northwest of Tokyo is known as a transportation hub and an entertainment area. It also has one of the 20-plus Japanese locations of Café du Monde, the most famous coffee stand in New Orleans. There are only 8 locations in the US, and they're all in the greater New Orleans area. The menu is sparse, focusing on the mainstays, café au lait and beignets. So you'd expect Japan to maintain the same strict code, right? They have the same colors, and the decor is reminiscent of French Quarter architecture. But what's that on the menu? Pasta gratin? Hot dogs? What happened to the history? 149 years of beautiful tradition from 1862 to the present day. You're goddamn right I'm wondering why they serve hot dogs. So I went to check out the menu with my friends Robin and Tiffany. Between us we had the Mexican relish hot dog, the salsa and cheese hot dog, and the scrambled egg hot dog. But they had a teriyaki chicken hot dog and a plain one as well. We pretty much agreed that they tasted like hot dogs. They were mostly unremarkable, but not too bad. Our hot dog sets also came with drinks. Robin and I had the café au lait, he the iced version and me the standard. And they're actually just about the same as the original. Café du Monde in Japan serves chicory coffee, and they even sell souvenir versions to take home. Tiffany had the limited edition mango milk frozen drink, not available in the US. But I was really curious about dessert. How would the beignets hold up to the real thing? Would they come on a plate of 3 covered in a mountain of sugar like back home? Would I be sticky and covered in powdered sugar by the end of the meal? The New Orleans beignets weren't much different from the original, but you can choose from either powdered sugar or cinnamon, which gives them a churros-like flavor.
I like it with cinnamon.
Next we had the dip beignets, which are bite-sized and come with your choice of different sauce. We had maple syrup. And last we had beignets with caramel and chocolate, which are also bite-sized and come with a generous helping of whipped cream. Despite the variety on the menu, the basic flavor was the same. These are real beignets, and to be honest, they are shaped more regularly and cooked more consistently than the beignets back home. Japanese attention to detail pays off. Café du Monde was first opened in Osaka in 1990 by Duskin, the cleaning products and food services conglomerate also responsible for bringing the American chain Mr. Donuts to Japan. You might not recognize Mr. Donuts because all of the American locations are currently known as Dunkin' Donuts. Now there are more than 20 Café du Monde locations all across Japan, including well-known spots such as Kyoto Station. The longest running store is the Ikebukuro location, which has been open for 19 years. To get a more Japanese perspective, I visited a second location with my former housemate Teppei. We went to the newly renovated store in Nakati, a department store next to Mizunokuchi Station. The location isn't as central as Ikebukuro, so the store was noticeably quieter. But the menu is the same for the most part. I tried the clam chowder and the focaccia, which was tastier than the hot dogs. And then we tried the ice cream beignets, another menu item that isn't available in New Orleans.
すごい。アイスクリームどうやってつければいいんだろう。わかんないけど。揚げたて。おいしい。
In February, Teppei visited me in New Orleans, so I asked him what he thought of Japanese Café du Monde, having been to the original French Market location.
やっぱりニューオリンズの方がオープンな感じかな。ねえ、やっぱりあれが気持ちいいよね。日本のはなんか全部中だもんね、建物。ここはね、すごい綺麗だよね。ニューオリンズの方がなんかもっと雑多な感じね。夜行ったからか酔っ払ってる人も多いしね。ここはなんかちょっと静かな。いや、どっちも苦くて美味しい。なんかアメリカンじゃないよね、コーヒー。苦くて最初甘いかなと思ったから甘いのはちょっとなと思ったんだけど、好きじゃないかもしれないって思ったけど食べたらそんなに甘くなかった。日本のはやっぱりプチサイズが日本人にはいいね。 アメリカの大きいからもうなんかそれだけでお腹いっぱいになっちゃう。
I also talked with some of the other locals, a mother and her daughter whom I saw going to the store together. こう初めてですか？
いや、何度か来てます。
来るときは何を注文しますか？
ほとんどこれだよね、ベニエ。はい。娘が大好きなので。
で、ベニエ、どこが美味しいですか？
どこ？
パリパリしてる。
あっちに。
パリパリ？
飲み物はほとんどこのアイスのカフェオレ、カフェラテをいただきます。飲みやすいですね、とても。はい。後味がさっぱりしていて。
While Café du Monde in Japan has made additions to the bare bones operation of the original, these have clearly helped the store thrive in a different market. Since Café du Monde opened in 1990, both Burger King and Wendy's have opened franchises in Japan and been forced out of the market. Burger King recently made it back, but with a much smaller operation, reminiscent of Café du Monde's approach. The stores do promote the history of New Orleans and Café du Monde with pictures of the New Orleans locations and explanations of beignets and chicory coffee, which remain the consistent heart of the store, despite the many delicious Japanese innovations.